Heisend at Hen and Chick Studio. And I know we're still a few weeks away from spring, but it felt like spring this week a little bit. So I did some spring cleaning here at Hen and Chick Studio. And what happens when we do that? We rearrange the entire store because it's fun. It's fun to touch all the fabric and hang up new quilts and all sorts of things. So I thought I would give you a little tour of how the store is looking today. And there's so many fun different things. And so I'm going to start with right here. Look at this beautiful bright section. This beautiful quilt right here is actually, this is a sneak peek, guys. This is the March Stash Buster. And so the pattern will not be available until Monday, but this is the March Stash Buster. And you know what? We even have it in 2 colorways. Check out this one here, and then look right over there. There's a whole nother version of the exact same quilt. And very fun to be able to see how that Stash Buster is going to look. If you're not sure what our Stash Buster is, do be sure to go to our website at www.henandchickstudio.com. Click on the Stash Buster tab and it explains all the rules. But it is a great way to get a free pattern and then get rewards for doing it if you want to. So do be sure to check that out. And as I'm talking and giving this tour, be sure to comment in the comments about what you like. If you see something you like, what's your favorite color? We've really tried to, here we've put together a lot of fun batiks and some great product from Dan Morris that's called Evolution and Zanzibar. And I think it's just got a really colorful, wonderful punch of color there. And if we go to this side, okay. I just think it's amazing how the same pattern can look so different. And the designer, Celine Perkins from Perkins Dry Goods, she's the designer of this pattern, actually all 3 of these little quilts. But do you know that this one up here in the blues and this one down here in the jewel tones, that's the exact same pattern. But it can look so different. And I think that is just really exciting. So we like to show that off. And this is another sweet pattern. This fabric is from Pat Sloan, and her fabrics are super fun, and I love that. It's another pattern from Celine Perkins for the design of that. And so as you start to look up on the walls too, we have some great patterns. This is stargazing, and we have been out of the fabric for a few weeks, but the fabric has come back in, and we'll be cutting kits on that so that one is available again. It's a great quilt. Next, we've got Follow Your Heart from Terry Atkinson. Just a wonderful, more contemporary kind of pattern. And next to it is Amish with a Twist #1. And it's a beautiful traditional quilt. It's all Marcus solids, and the designer is Nancy Rink. A little farther is another Terry Atkinson pattern, and the fabrics are Farm Sweet Farm, I believe. I'm going to try to remember that. And anyway, just really fun. And we've got, can you believe Easter is going to be coming up? So we put together an Easter display with some really fun pastels. And isn't this a sweet little wool project? And we've got wool kits for the Easter peeps, so that's certainly fun. If you look underneath the counter, do you know that we carry original watercolor paintings from Carolyn Reeder? And we have several new pieces in, a real variety of sizes and stuff. So they're super fun to be able to have. And you look every way, every direction you go, there's something different, something new. One of my new favorite quilts is this beautiful blue and white quilt up on the wall. That fabric collection is from P&B. It's a pattern from Peachtree Quilts and called the Cut Up. And it's just a great simple pattern, very classic looking with the 2-color blue and white. So really love that. And we have some fun new bags. You may have seen that Grace was modeling one of the bags one day. Do you know that these are panels for these 2? And you just follow the instructions on the panels and you end up with a super cute bag. Stephanie, when she made them, put the pockets on the outside of one of them. And then on the other one, she actually put the pockets on the inside. So great fun there to have a fun little bag. So one panel is $12.99. You get 2 bags for $12.99. I think that's an awesome deal. You do have to buy 2 zippers and a little bit of interfacing, but not much more than that. Well, come along on our little tour. Okay, so we've got some really warm tones going on here, and you might recognize some of these beautiful beehive. These are from Riviera Rose, and I love those with the bees. And the quilt that we made with it is up high here, and that is our pattern from Quilt Sampler magazine. So we love having that. There's still a few kits available of that. And oh, then we've got our Kim Deal corner here, because we all love Kim Deal, and she just has such pretty things. And so Liberty Star and Sea Glass and Sage really blend well together. And we've got a couple projects from her. We did To a T here with the Sage Glass and Sea Glass and Sage, and that is a Peace Tree pattern. And then there's this free pattern that comes with the Liberty Star, and we have this kit, and the pattern's free, so that's awesome to be able to have that. Oh goodness. Okay, so when we rearranged the whole store, I ended up putting our color wall back on the back here. So check this out. So it looks kind of, as I like to say, Roy G. Biv. And we've done a lot of color. We had to go over here with the blues because we were outgrowing the wall. But some great basics that you could put into a lot of different quilts. Oh, and let's see. We come back over here and we reorganized our wool. And we just added a bunch of new wool pieces in there. So lots of fun there. And some new store samples, including this little snow globe. That is a Granny's Legacy pattern. And we had Katie from Granny's Legacy on the radio show a couple weeks ago. So if you haven't heard anything about that, you can, again, go to our website, henandchickstudio.com, and click on the podcast tab, and you'll see all of our radio shows. And just look for the one about wool. And that will have the interview with Katie there from Granny's Legacy. So super fun there. Let's see. What else could I show you? Well, we've got some wonderful, sweet baby stuff going on up here and down here. Some of the novelty stuff that we've got, including some of that, I know, Hawkeye and Cyclone stuff. Just, you know, all sorts of things. Different quilts. Here's Dayflower. Oh, we didn't even look at all the quilts in the back up here, but lots of different ones. This is kind of a fun, more contemporary piece up there. We've got Donut Envy, and there's kits available for all of these things. So if you have any questions about any of the patterns that you're seeing, be sure to, again, put your comments in the below, and we will definitely get back to you as to what we can do. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour, and hope you have a great day. So spring is near. Have a